What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Josh Wilson. I'm gonna take you through a day, or take you through one of my chest days today. We're gonna do this YouTube style. So we're gonna get some live footage going on today. I've already hit a couple of my warm-up sets here, so we're just gonna hit a couple more of my top sets or my working sets, and progress from there. I'm gonna show you guys how I like to build my chest. All right, especially off of this new routine. So let's work, y'all. Easy steps. Oh, today's only 6x4s, so we're keeping the rep counts light today. Somebody asked me, they're like, yo, Josh, like, how can the gym actually change your life? Like, they don't see that that's an actual thing. And I'm a firm believer that the gym can change your life and aspects all across the board. Like it's crazy. Easy. Like for example, like a lot of you guys may not know, you guys may know, some people that know me may know, I used to smoke cigarettes, which is absolutely crazy, right? And I was just talking to one of my clients about this literally this morning, and she was like, there's always a why behind everything. And for me smoking cigarettes, I'm like, I actually really didn't have like a legitimate reason why I was smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So, and I remember when I did start smoking cigarettes, because I used to smoke Black and Milds and stuff like that, bunch of crazy stuff. I don't get down with none of that stuff anymore. But I remember one day I was at work, I was smoking my Black and Milds. I didn't have any more Black and Milds, so I asked one of my coworkers for a cigarette, because tobacco was just tobacco at the time. And he gave me a cigarette, and it kind of started off from there, and then I developed a cigarette smoking addiction from there, which fucking sucked. All right, that shit was ass. But one aspect of how the gym can actually change your life, right? So I started getting in tune with myself. I started cleaning up my diet. I started working out a little bit more. Those that have been with me through my journey saw where I started out in the garage, so they seen the work that I was putting in. But a lot of you guys did not know, in that time, I was still smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking cigarettes doing my workouts, smoking cigarettes doing my breaks and everything like that. It was terrible. So then, like, I'm getting to the point to where I'm like, yo, I like how I look. I know what I'm doing. I know how to get myself here. I know how to get others here. I started training some of my roommates and stuff like that. So when I had dropped, when I was going to start training, right? Now, I went through all these body changes, but I never went through a mental change for the cigarettes, right? So I done cleaned up my cardio, my diet, my strength training, my programming, everything like that. And I started to build an ideal image. But then now I wanted to start to step into a role that could help others, right? And my roommate put it into perspective. He's like, yo, this looks crazy. He pulled up to the house one day, and he saw me flicking out a cigarette. He's like, yo, this looks absolutely crazy. Like, you're supposed to be a trainer. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, imagine if you had like one of your clients pulling up to the gym or pulling up to the garage to come work out, and they see you flicking a cigarette. He said, bro, they're going to lose all faith in you or anything that you are talking about when it comes to health, anything health related or gym related. Like, they see something like that or smell a cigarette on you, bro, you're going to lose everything that you even worked so hard for. So in that very moment, all right, and people ask me how I do it, in that very moment, I crushed up that cigarette and I threw away the pack of cigarettes that I had, and I quit cold turkey. Now, if I did not go through what I had went through in the gym, putting myself through hell, cutting out the the unnecessary nonsense that I was eating before, really staying up on top of my nutrition, making sure that I made my workouts. I was working out about probably 4 to 5 hours out of the day. If I didn't do things like that, it would not have been so easy for me to quit a habit that was literally killing me from the inside out. You know what I mean? Like, the gym can change your life. The trajectory of my life has literally changed because of the gym. And that's something that's very, like, even simple to even like put in the aspect like that. I have another analogy for you as well. Listen to this. We're gonna go about 240 today. for about 2 to 4 reps. God dang, I feel so damn weak. So here's another story, right? So this is an actual true story too, about how the gym can change your life, right? I had one client. She had a couple medical diagnoses as well, and she had been fighting losing weight for a good bit of time, right? So we finally started working out, and we finally started getting into the flow of things. So we're losing weight, and mind you, this lady, she doesn't really go out much anymore. She didn't really feel too confident. She wasn't too hot about how she looked or how she felt in certain dresses and shoes and clothings and stuff like that. So I remember we were starting to trim weight a good bit at the moment, right? So then she was feeling good. So she comes in one day. She's like, "Hey, Josh, we've been losing some weight, and I'm feeling really good." And she told me about her the weekend that just passed, and she's like, "Hey, Josh, I was cleaning out my closet, and I had saw a pair of thigh-high boots that I had bought years ago, and I hadn't even got a chance. She hadn't even got a chance to wear the boots, right?" So I'm like, "Well, why haven't you worn the boots?" She's like, "Cause my thighs are a little bit too big, so like when I try to bring them up, they just don't fit." So I'm like, "All right, let's make a little bet." I said, I bet that I can get you in those boots." She's like, "All right, I'm willing to participate in the bet." So the bet was if I could get her to these boots, I would get a steak dinner, right? So we stick to the plan. We continue to hit the gym, stay up on top of our nutrition. And she's coming in every day and she's giving it everything that she's got. Like, I can even see her attitude is changing. Like, she really, really, really wants to do this, right? So about a month or two goes by. She comes in on a Monday and she says, "Josh," or I'm sorry. The weekend comes, right? And I receive a picture. And it's a picture from my client, and she says, "Josh, look at this." And the picture was her wearing those thigh-high boots that she hadn't worn in so long, right? In so long. So, one, I got my steak dinner. But two, on top of that, this lady has not worn thigh-high boots in close to 10 years. That feeling was amazing. You know what she did? She said she was out all day long, just because she felt good. She wearing the boots. She getting as much time as she can in with the boots, because this is something that was a change in her life. She hasn't been able to do something like this in a long time, and now she finally has the chance to do so. And when she finally has the chance to do so, her confidence shot through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Her self-belief shot through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Her whole mental change. Her life is changing right in front of her. All from the gym, from something simple like the gym, nothing else. You started coming to the gym because she may not have liked where she was at the moment, or the doctor may have told her that she was at a place where if she continued to stay where she was, she could potentially pass away. And we don't want that for anybody. So she decided to start working out. She found a personal trainer. She started working out. She introduced herself to the gym. And from that moment on, the gym has not only changed her life, but it has saved her life as well. And she feels great doing it. All right. I love updates like that. Like, if that doesn't show you how the gym simply could change your life, right? Your confidence was low. Your confidence is now high. You're going out. You're doing stuff. You're having a good time doing these things. You weren't doing these things before because you weren't in the gym. You weren't building that mental fortitude. You weren't building that mental toughness. You weren't building the discipline. You weren't building the structure. All of these things to come into the gym and to get the results that you want, you have to change your life. You have to break your old habits. You have to beat the old you, right? So this is another example of how the gym can change your life drastically. Like, I'm telling you, it's literally like what I call the fountain of youth. This is the biggest game changer of all time. Like, I love the gym. Now, let's knock out our burnout. I want to say I burned out. All right, so outside of story time, don't forget we're still building the chest. So we just finished up at barbell bench press, and now we're gonna go into hit that upper chest here. Go ahead, give it a little bit of that little shelf right here. We're gonna get into some incline presses. We got about another 4 sets of 8 to 10 here, or we're gonna push to a failure today. I'm starting with some 75. Keep it nice and light, and see where we end up on the scale today. All right, so now that you even got some true stories about how the gym can change your life, let's even talk about like some analogies and everything. So I remember when I first started training, and I had hopped on a call with a like a business mentor, all right, or a mentor, and he was telling me, you know, the same type of thing. Like, you got to get people to understand how the gym can change your life completely. He was like, put it in perspective like this, right? He said, all right, Josh. He said, so, what if say you come across, well, let's say you're training, right? You come across a guy named Matt, right? Matt has low self-esteem, low confidence, all right? He's not in the best shape. He's been eating whatever his diet's all over the place. Matt's been single for what? I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. Not out of choice, because literally, sorry, but nobody wants him. All right. So Matt's like, yo, I've had enough of this. Like, I'm gonna start working out. I need to clean this shit up, bro. Something about this is just not working. I'm not getting the money that I want to make. I'm not being around the people that I want to be around. I don't even like being around myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like looking in the mirror. So Matt starts training. Matt starts training real hard. So a couple months down the line, Matt's starting to lose some weight. He's trimming up the gut. His pant sizes are going down. His clothes are fitting a whole lot cleaner, right? So then now Matt decides, you know what? I've been putting in so much hard work. I deserve to go step out. I deserve to go, treat myself, reward myself for the hard work that I've been putting in. So doesn't have anyone to go with. He just goes out and he gives himself a celebratory dinner. So he goes out to eat, right? Decides to go, all right, this is a nice restaurant. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go there, get something to eat. He goes out to dinner. As he's sitting alone, right? He's got on his nice suit. He's eating well. He's eating a clean meal. He's eating a nice steak, a nice potato or so. As he's eating, somebody walks by, right? Lady walks by. She first even was attracted to him by the scent of his cologne, right? Because he decided to put some cologne on. That smells good. So then she strikes a conversation. She walks past him. She said, man, that's a pretty clean-cut guy. Let me strike a conversation with him. So she just says a little compliment. Hey, you smell pretty good. That opens up for Matt. All right, Matt starts chit-chatting. So then the conversation is flowing. Conversation's going well. Homegirl decides to sit down and finish dinner with him, right? Matt did not see this coming at all. Matt was just going out for a nice evening by himself. But his presence has had people noticing him. They notice that he's putting in the work. They notice that he's taking care of himself. He looks good. He looks like he's happy. So then now Jane Doe is now interested in Matt, right? So at the end of the night, Jane says, you know what, Matt? I like you a lot. I like your spirit. I like you. I like your drive. I like what you're talking about. I would like to go on another date, because I know this wasn't a formal date. I'd like to go on another date soon. Here's my phone number. Matt just potentially found his new wife. A new girlfriend. Matt's been single for 5 years. That's just one way of doing it. Matt could even go sit down at the bar, right? And he could just be chilling doing his thing. Then all of a sudden he can accidentally bump arms with the guy next to him and they just start friendly conversation, right? Matt may be a tech guy, right? He may even bumped into the owner of a Fortune 500 company or a high-level tech company or high-value tech company, and this guy is talking about, yo, I really like what you're talking about, Matt. I like your drive. I like your charisma. I like how you keep yourself together. I like how you're presenting yourself. Would you like to come in for an interview? All right. The job is starting out at $120,000 a year. Matt just went from a $50,000 job a year to a $120,000 job a year, all because he started taking care of himself, all simply from starting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's simple things like that. Me, myself, I met my girlfriend at the gym. When I started taking care of myself, I met my lady at the gym because this is the place where you show ultimate discipline. And if there's anything that people love, it's discipline. You know what I'm saying? The gym can change your life. It can and it will change your life if you take it seriously. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you step into the gym and you take this serious, everything in your life, you can really start to see that. It'll start to unfold and it'll start to get a whole lot better than it was before. Simply because you're building discipline to take care of this, and it takes a lot to take care of this. So when you stop taking care of this, it shows. You get what I'm saying? Your life starts to go downhill, right? You stop going outside because you don't like the way that you feel. You don't like what you see. You stop talking to people. You're not getting as much money. Yo, this is real life things. This can change your life completely. And once you understand that, you'll really see that there really is no reason why you're not in the gym. Not trying to be the biggest, not trying to be the strongest, but literally trying to be the greatest version of yourself. Because being the greatest version of yourself, everybody loves the greatest version of you. You love the greatest version of you. The next door neighbor, the guy over here, they all love the greatest version of you. And this is one of the places, the only places that you can literally come and start to create the greatest version of yourself possible, because it all starts with how you view yourself. If you do not see yourself, if you do not like what you see in the mirror, then that's going to stop you from doing anything else in life. You need to start with liking what you see in the mirror, and liking what you see in the mirror comes from taking care of your body. Simple as that. Alright, so we're gonna move into some shoulder presses. You got 4x6. I'm trying to get some boulders. So one of my favorites, we're gonna hit some flies. We're gonna move to some flies next. We're gonna hit that undercut and some tap it in the middle as well. Let me see. This one, we're gonna make it a mid to low fly. So that means we're coming from that middle position and driving down. So we get the undercut here. And once again, we're gonna pump up the middle just a tad bit. We're gonna go for about 3 sets of 12 to 15 for this one right here. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. This guy right here. Hey man, you know, he's a good motivator as well, you know. Now with this one, it's not so much of just a punch straight down. I almost like to scoop and then bring my pinkies together in a sense. So we can squeeze. Good. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze. Good. Good. Because once we bring it just straight down here, all we do is try to punch down here, you start to lose the work of the chest. And now you're just working shoulders. Good. You want to make sure that you feel in the chest while you do this one. And our last bit to finish out this glorious chest day is some chest dips till failure. Now, I don't know how much I have left in the tank right here. All right, so you probably get like 10, maybe 15 for me off that first set. And then we're going to see what we got from there. All right, but chest dips. All right, side lean forward, sit inside that chest.